Today I am canning up some chicken. That's my canning pantry challenge project for today. I pulled it out of my freezer, and this is straight out of the package. You see how dirty that is? That water is? I can't even. I'm going to rinse this a couple of times, and then I'm going to add in some lemon juice. That's what I clean my chicken in. Sometimes I use vinegar, but today, normally I just use lemon juice. And we are going to can that out. So I'm on my last washing of the chicken. I have my jars here. I put in my personal bland spice. I call it my canning mix. That's what I did. If you want the recipe, I'll put it in the description box below. I just mix some herbs together, and that's what I put in here. So I've got 4 jars and about 4 pounds of chicken. So they usually hold about a pound of chicken each. But with the new regulation or the new guidelines for the headspace, it might not hold a pound anymore. So we're going to see how this goes. So I got filling up the last one right now. I'll have enough for all 4 and just enough. I actually had 2 more chicken breasts that I'm taking that I was gonna have for dinner, but I didn't have enough out of the package that I opened to fill up the 4 jars. So I have about, I'm gonna say maybe 5.5 pounds of chicken that's going into these. So to fill up the 4 jars, usually I can get a pound in each, but maybe not, unless the packaging was off. That's what I have left. I'll have that for dinner. Well, I'll make that for dinner. And these are my 4 jars. Okay, so a really important step. I am using the handle of just a spatula, and I am debubbling. You want to get as much air bubbles out, because that could affect the seal as well. So I'm just going around and making sure any air trapped in there is released, and that's what debubbling is. Okay, so I debubbled all my jars. I have my lids here in some warm water. That's the only thing warm today because my meat is raw packed, so that's cold. My jars are room temp. I did wash them and I did sanitize them, and I let them cool back down. I have some vinegar here to wipe my rims. My paper towel, just dip it in, and I'm gonna go around and make sure my rims are nice and clean. I'll wipe them once, and then I'll turn my cloth over every time I wipe a second time. So that's what I'm going to do, and get my lids and rings on and get them into a cold canner because everything is cold. Okay, so I have all my cold jars in my cold canner. It's so cold, I haven't even plugged it up yet. So I'm going to get this plugged up and get it set for the correct time. Okay, so I'm canning chicken, raw pack, pints, 75 minutes. I'm not worrying about this because this will do everything for me. So I'm gonna set this to 75 minutes, and this is where I got my information from. And I know it's been updated a little bit, but it's really good information if you want to get your hands on something if you're just starting out. Okay, now to set my time, I obviously plugged it in, and we're doing 75 minutes canning. And that is 75 minutes. And just double checking, making sure my vent is in the correct place. And there it goes. I am just gonna leave it, let it do its thing, and we're good to go on to something else, which is bread. That's behind me on the regular counter that I use. Not a very big kitchen, so I have to find space where I can. And just in time, my bread's almost ready to be rolled out and put in the loaf pan, so I can let it rise for a second time, and then bake it off. I've got 2 minutes to go. So I took my dough out of the bread maker and I put it out on a floured surface, and I kneaded it for about 30 seconds and just shaped it into a bowl. I find it easier that way to just do a bowl first and then shape it into the loaf size I want. So I made my regular loaf bread today, my regular sandwich bread, and I don't know if you can tell, but I overproofed it. It is a lot higher than it normally is. But for this recipe, I found that doesn't really make a difference. It tastes just as good, and it doesn't fit in the toaster very well, but that's okay. And I found some other recipes that my rolls I tried one time and I overproofed them and they were okay. They weren't the best, but they were okay. But with this recipe for my bread, doesn't seem to matter. This got away from me. I still baked it off and it turns out fine. So just a quick tip. If you have pans and you're baking in your oven, wash them up and put them in there, and you won't have to. Well, I have never seen rust on these, even when I was air drying them, not in the oven. But if you're noticing maybe a couple of rust spots on your frying pans or baking dishes, baking pans, then wash them up, put them in the warm oven. My oven's still warm, and just close it up and they'll dry in the oven. So as you can see, my chicken is done. It's still bubbling away. It just came out of the canner. I'm going to leave it on my counter for 24 hours. Then I'll wash up the jars, label them, and put them in my cold storage pantry. So that's my canning project this week for the 3 Rivers Pantry Challenge, the way I'm doing it. So I just want to thank you so much for watching. But if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and click that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos. God bless, and remember, stay safe and keep prepping.